Hello, everyone. It's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center on this first alert weather day. It is all because of what's about to come our way from the tropics. So far, what we've had is just general rains. Those general rains are going to change into some more tropical nature. And the drops are going to be a little bigger. You're going to get more of it. And also, we factor in the higher winds that could come with what's left over of the tropical system, Helene, once it gets here. Right now, what we've been tracking and watching, and this is getting closer and closer to Lexington, rain. You see this has been showing up out to our east for an extended period of time now. It's been there. Listen, we went on the air at 4:30. The radar was active in about 6 or 7 counties. Those same 6 or 7 counties, it's still raining, but it's added a few more. That's the thing since early this morning. So you've got that steady flow that continues. West Liberty, Frenchburg, out toward Moorhead. We drop toward the south. You've got it in Hazard, you got it in Hyden, Harlan. It's just been a constant thing out there for us today. And there's the flow. It's still going. I mean, you go through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and we have some pretty active weather that's going. At times, I've seen tornado warnings already pop up in Georgia and South Carolina here today. And then we've had several. There's another one right there in parts of Florida. So the center of circulation continues to spin about 200 miles off the coast. I'll get the specifics on that in a second, but let's look at this. Here we go into the future. This is the latest track from the National Hurricane Center with the last update. Coming ashore, likely as a major hurricane, then moving northward, bringing tropical storm force winds, possible with some of the gusts that get here to Kentucky, and then this thing spins around and keeps the rain alive. I mean, it's not going very far at all. And it's going to be breezy that entire time, and it's going to be wet. That's all the way through Sunday. So specifically, here's what we're looking at. So the impacts on Kentucky, large hail low, tornadoes low. Did I say there are tornado warnings out there today? Yes, and there will be, especially on the eastern side of this, but as it starts to come and turn a little bit and weaken, they probably aren't as likely when they get to our part of the world. Gust of 50, yeah, I think that's really a good possibility. That's probably the high end stuff, 50 to 60. And then you get flooding, a good possibility as well. So those are how the elements break down for us here in Kentucky from all this, because we've been waterlogged. And if you look at just this model through early Sunday, this is the graph. It's based off of a program, a model set that IBM, we all know the company IBM, they have. And look, 2, 4, 5 inch totals, some higher than that. Then you've got this GFS showing you 2, 3, 4, 5 inch totals. And finally, the European model, which also says 2, 3, 4, 5 inch totals. Now, the reason I show you all three, and I'm just going to go back through them here, is look how consistent they are with the high numbers. The swath of the heaviest precipitation might change, but all three continue to pick up on the fact that it could be here. That's the concern. That's why we're talking about flooding as we work our way through time. Some of those gusts, this is what they look like. We get into Friday, I've got 55 to 60 miles per hour. So it's up there. That's severe thunderstorm warning, okay? But these are not going to be severe storms. You're just going to have the flat out winds that could get to that level. Now, the low itself continues to spin. You see that little center of circulation right there? See how that's all, looks like you've got a drain, and water going down the drain, and that's what that is. It's pulling in all the wind to it, and those winds stay gusty. Saturday, they're not as bad. I mean, 15, 20 miles per hour is not a big deal. But when you throw in rain and add that in, it just makes it miserable. So here's the latest from the advisory that came out at 11 o'clock. 105 maximum sustained winds, 105 miles per hour, gusts up to 120, pressure at 960. It's moving, got a little more forward momentum. It's moving north-northeast around 14 miles per hour. So landfall likely much later today. So we are watching that and the impact it's going to have as it moves northward through Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, right here in Kentucky. Appreciate you stopping by. Stay weather aware by downloading our weather app. You can go do that through the App Store, and you can keep up to date with everything that's going on here locally. You can also watch some of the tropical weather down there as well. We'll be back on television here in about 10 minutes for WKYT News at noon. Have a great day, everybody. See you.